I never trusted those smart doorbells. My wife insisted after the break in two streets over last summer, some guy in a hoodie jiggling handles at midnight. It'll give us peace of mind, she said, smiling that tired smile while scrolling through the App Store. So I caved, installed the sleek black orb above the porch light, wired it to the Wi Fi, set it to record motion with night vision. The app promised crystal clear 4K, two-way audio, and instant alerts. You'll never miss a thing, the setup wizard claimed. The first week was boring. Squirrels, the mailman, my neighbor's cat staring straight into the lens like it knew something. Then last Tuesday, the alert hit my phone at exactly 3:17 am. Not the usual low battery ping or wind triggered false positive. A sharp red motion detected front door banner. I jolted awake in bed, heart already hammering before I even opened the app. Wife was snoring softly beside me. The house was dead silent except for the ceiling fan's lazy hum. I tapped the notification. The thumbnail froze on the feed. My front porch bathed in that eerie green night vision glow. And there I was, standing at my own door, wearing the exact grey sweatpants and faded black Sabbath tee I had on right now. Same messy bedhead hair, same 5 o'clock shadow. But the eyes, God, the eyes were wrong. Too wide, too black, like holes drilled into something that had never seen daylight. It raised a hand and waved, slow and deliberate, straight at the camera. My hand, my wedding ring glinting under the porch light. The timestamp read live. 3:17 am. I glanced at the clock on my nightstand. 3:17 am. I whispered to the phone, "Who the hell?" But before I could finish, the figure on the screen tilted its head exactly like I do when I'm confused. Then it spoke, my voice. Perfect pitch. Perfect rasp from too many late night cigarettes. "Hey, it's me. Let me in. I forgot my keys." My blood turned to ice. I wasn't holding keys. I hadn't left the house. My real keys sat on the dresser across the room. I muted the app and shook my wife. "Babe, wake up. Something's on the camera." She groaned, rolled over, squinted at my screen. Her face drained of color when she saw it. "That's you. But you're right here." On the feed, the thing that wasn't me smiled wider than I ever could. Teeth too sharp. "Come on, man. It's cold out here. The shift's over. Let me back in shift." "What shift? I live in the suburbs. I sell insurance." I killed the live view and pulled up the saved recording. The footage went back 30 seconds. There I was, it walking up the driveway from the street, shoes silent on the concrete. No car, no footsteps, just appearing at the edge of the frame like it had stepped out of the dark, between one frame and the next. It paused at the bottom step, looked straight up into the lens, and mouthed words I couldn't hear yet. I turned the volume all the way up, static hissed, then layered under my stolen voice, another sound, wet gurgling, like something laughing through a throat full of blood. "She's next," it whispered, so low the app's auto enhance barely caught it. "The one who made you install me. She'll open the door thinking it's you, and then I'll be inside." I dropped the phone. It clattered on the hardwood. The screen cracked, but the feed kept playing. Now the thing was pressing its face, my face right against the lens, breath fogging the glass even though it was outside. Condensation formed the shape of a handprint, a second handprint. From inside the house, my wife sat bolt upright. "Did you hear that?" A soft knock echoed from downstairs. Three taps, polite patient, the exact rhythm I use when I forget my keys after a long day. The app pinged again. New motion alert, but this time the camera was facing inward, somehow pointing down the hallway toward our bedroom door. The figure was inside, standing at the end of the hall, still wearing my clothes, still smiling with my mouth. It raised one finger to its lips. "Shh." Then the feed cut to black. I haven't slept since. The camera is unplugged now, lying in the garage under a tarp, but every night at 3:17 am, my phone still vibrates. No notification, just a single frame that appears for half a second before vanishing. The thing, standing at the foot of our bed, wearing my face, waiting for me to blink. If you're reading this, check your own cameras tonight, especially the ones that promise they'll never miss a thing. Because sometimes what they catch isn't outside trying to get in, it's already inside. Wearing you. End of story 1.